Hello friends and my dear students, I hope you're all doing well and your studies are also going well. This video is part 3 of the series of videos on the chapter Profit and Loss. In this video, I will solve the MCQs from exercise 11B from the chapter Profit and Loss in the textbook of author RS Aggarwal. So this will be a good evaluation of your concept, understanding of the chapter concepts with some objective questions. So there are, I guess, 12 questions, and ideally you should be able to solve these questions in maximum 45 minutes. So this video is part of the playlist CBSE Mathematics for class 7 following the textbook of author RS Aggarwal. If you are new to my channel, or if you are not yet subscribed, and if you are watching my videos and my videos are beneficial to you, then I will highly suggest and request that you please support me by subscribing to my channel, and also please do not forget to press the bell icon so that you will be notified by my future videos. So let's get started with this video. Okay, so I have the questions of the MCQ questions from exercise 11B on the chapter of profit and loss on the left hand side, and I hope you can read. The font is large enough so that you can see it, and on the right hand side I will solve the problems. How many questions are there? There are 12 questions. All are MCQ. There are 4 choices and only one choice will be correct. So let's start solving the problems. The first problem says that a man buys a book for rupees 80 and sells it for rupees 100. His gain percent is, okay, so cost buying means cost price is given to be 80, and selling price, he sells it for rupees 100, so selling price is 100. Definitely the gain is SP minus CP, selling price minus cost price, that is 100 minus rupees 80, this is rupees 20. Now therefore this implies gain percent is, we know that gain divided by the cost price multiplied by 100, this much percent. So this is gain is 20, cost price is 80, and multiplied by 100, this much percent. This is equal to 0.004 and 25. So the gain is 25%. So the answer is choice B. Okay, let's do question number 2. A football is bought for rupees 120 and sold for rupees 105. The loss percent is, okay, since this is a very similar question to question number 1, but anyway I will do it since this is an MCQ. So cost price is given. The football was bought means the cost price, buying price is the cost price and selling price is the selling price. So is rupees 120, cost price is rupees 120, and SP, selling price, is given to be rupees 105. Therefore loss is cost price minus selling price. This is rupees 120 minus rupees 105. This is rupees 15. This is rupees 15. So this implies loss percent equals loss percent and gain percent are always computed based on the cost price. So loss percent is loss by cost price multiplied by 100, this much percent. This is loss is 15 and cost price is 120 multiplied by 100, and this is 0 cancels out, 3 5 3 4 and 2 2 2 5. So 25 by 2 percent. 25 by 2% means 12.5%. So the answer is choice A. The answer is choice A. Okay, let's so while I'm solving the problem, you can pause the video and take a screenshot of the solution. And always for MCQs, always for MCQ or test paper or any test or test paper of my own test paper, always try to solve the problem yourself. Only if you are stuck, then you see my solution. Question number 3 says, on selling a bat for rupees 100, a man gains rupees 20. His gain percentage. So these questions are pretty straightforward. So it's given that selling price is rupees 100 and gain is given to be rupees 20. Now this is a basic concept of percentage. Now gain percent, the question is asking gain percent is nothing but gain, but remember gain percent is always computed based on cost price. So we have to first calculate the cost price. Now selling price is 100, gain is rupees 20. Since this implies cost price will be SP minus gain. This is rupees 100 minus rupees 20. This is rupees 80. So cost price is rupees 80. So now the gain percent becomes gain by CP. Gain is 20. Cost price is 80 multiplied by 100. This much percent. So this is 25% is the gain percent. So the answer is choice B. Answer is choice B. Okay, let's do question number 4. It says, on selling a racket for rupees 198, a shopkeeper gains 10%. The cost price of the racket is. So selling price is given. Selling price is given to be 198 and gain percent is given. Gain percent is given to be 10%. Now it is asking the cost price. Now, so therefore, selling price is given. Now we know that selling price, since there is a gain of 10%, then selling price will be 100 plus 10% of cost price. Let CP denote the cost price. So we know that SP selling price is it has a gain of 10%. So definitely if CP is the cost price, then the selling price will be 10% more than cost price. 10% more than cost price means 100 plus 10% of cost price. Now this is 110% of CP. This is 11 CP. If you simplify, so this is 110% means 110 divided by 100 multiplied by CP. This when simplified becomes 11 CP by 10. Now this implies the selling price is given to be rupees 198. This implies we get that cost price equals 10. Cost price equals rupees 10 by 11 multiplied by 198. This equals 11 divides 19 with 18. So rupees 180 is the cost price. Therefore, the answer is choice A. Okay, let's do question number 5. Question number 5 says that on selling a jug for rupees 144, a man loses 1/7 of his outlay. If it is sold for rupees 189, what is the gain percent? Now, on selling a jug for rupees 144, a man loses 1/7 of his outlay. I don't know what does this word outlay means. I am assuming uh, on selling a jug for rupees, a man loses 1/7 of his outlay. What is outlay? Uh, outlay. Is it the cost price? Loses 1/7 of his outlay. There was a question similar to this in the exercise 11A. In that it was given the man loses 1/7 of his selling price. So let's say if outlay is the selling price, if outlay is the, no, on selling a jug for this, a man loses, if it is sold for, what is the gain? So now it is asking that if it is sold for rupees 189, what is the gain? So ultimately we have to find the cost price, the price at which the jug was purchased. So whatever the price may be, we will consider the cost price to be CP. And first it says that on selling a jug for rupees 144, a man loses 1/7 of his outlay. Now what is this outlay? So let CP be the, even though it is not required to write cost price because it is conveniently used, we use the term CP for cost price. Let CP be the cost price of jug. Now a man loses 1/7 of his outlay. What is this outlay? Loses 1/7 of his outlay. I'm assuming the outlay is the selling price. So loses. So loss is given to be 1/7 of the selling price. This is 1/7 multiplied by rupees 144. This is rupees 21. This is the a loss. Now this implies CP, since there is a loss, CP should be SP minus loss. This is SP is rupees 144 and loss we have calculated rupees 121. So the CP is 3 and 2, 123. CP is cost price is 123. Now it is asking if it is sold for rupees 189, what is the gain? So now we are considering this SP was the initial SP, that is the selling price where it was sold for rupees 144. Now let's consider if it is sold for rupees 189, this SP, let's say be SP dash, this is given to be 189. So, and cost price we know that it is 123. So gain based on this SP dash will be SP dash minus CP. This is rupees 189 minus rupees 123. This is rupees 66. Yes, rupees 66 is the gain. This implies gain percent. It is asking the gain percent. The gain percent will be gain divided by CP multiplied by 100%. And gain we have calculated to be 66. CP was 123 and this is 100. This is 66 divides 123 with what? 11, no, 322. 3 divides 66, 22. 3 divides 41. I think I am considering we have this the man loses 1/7 of his outlay. What is this outlay? I've considered outlay. I've assumed outlay to be the selling price, which is 144. But let me see the hint. Let the cost price be rupees X. Then X minus 1/7. Okay, so it has considered outlay to be the cost price. Okay, so cost price. Okay, so let the cost price. So now the loss will be 1/7 of the cost price. This is cost price. This is cost price. So this is nothing but this will be CP. This is CP by 7 is the loss. This implies loss is CP by 7. Okay. Now loss is the CP. Let the we have assumed CP to be the cost price. Okay, then loss is 1/7 of CP, which is CP by 7. This implies CP cost price will be SP minus loss. Okay, once again, let me rub everything. Now we have, so the loss is CP by 7. Okay, loss is CP by 7. So we know that CP, if loss is CP by 7, then if it is a loss, we know SP will be equal to CP minus loss. This implies SP is given to be 144 and CP, so CP loss is CP minus CP by 7. So this is, so we have 144 equals to CP minus CP by 7. So this is 6 by 7 CP. So this implies we can solve now CP from the equation. So this will be 7 by 6, 7 by 6 multiplied by 144. This is 24. So this is 16. CP is rupees 168. Now it is asking if it is sold for, so we have SP dash, the new selling price is given to be rupees 189. This implies the gain will be rupees 189 minus rupees the CP, that is rupees 168. This is equal to rupees 21. This is equal to rupees 21. This implies gain percent will be gain divided by CP multiplied by 100%. Again, we have found calculated to be 21. CP, it was 168 and we have 100%. Now we have to see. So this is 8 and 4 to 25. So this is equal to 25 by 2%. This equals 12.5%. So this is the gain percent. So the choice is choice is A. Okay, let's do question number 6. Question number 6 says that on selling a pen for rupees 48, a shopkeeper loses 20% in order to gain 20%, what would be the selling price? So first we have to find the cost price. So it's given that selling price, if he sells it for rupees 48, the gain loss percent is 20%. From here we can easily calculate the cost price because this implies cost price is equal to selling price minus loss. Selling price minus cost price equals to since it's a loss, if it is a loss, we know that, okay, let's find the loss. Okay, we cannot find the loss because, okay, let's consider the cost price be CP. Let CP be the cost price of the pen. Now this implies loss. Since loss is given to be 20%, the loss should be 20% of CP. This is 20 by 100 CP. This is CP by 5 is the loss. Also we know that if there is a loss, we know that SP will be equals to CP minus loss. This equals CP minus CP by 5. This is 4 CP by 5. Now selling price is given to be rupees 48. So this implies we can say 4 by 5 CP equals 48, and this implies CP equals 5 by 4 into 48. This is 1, 2. This is rupees 60. Cost price of the pen is rupees 60. Now it is saying that in order to gain 20%, what would be the selling price? So if the new selling price is SP dash, and if there is a gain of 20%, we know that SP dash will be 20% more of CP, where CP is rupees 60. So this is 100 plus 20% of rupees 60. This is 120% of rupees 60. This equals 120 divided by 100 multiplied by rupees 60. This equals 0, 0 cancel, 0, 0 cancel. So this is rupees 72. So the pen has to gain a 20%, the pen has to be sold for rupees 72. So the answer is choice D. The answer is choice D. Okay, let's do problem number 7. It says that if the cost price of 12 pencils is equal to the selling price of 15 pencils, then the loss percent is okay. The cost of 12 pencils is equal to the selling price of 15 pencils. Okay, so let's say cost price of one pencil be X, and let selling price of one pencil be Y. Now this implies that cost price CP of 12 pencils is equal to 12x. Now also selling price of 15 pencils is equal to 15y. These two, cost of 12 pencils is equal to selling price of 15 pencils. It is given. So this implies we can say that 12x is equal to 15y. Okay. You can cancel a factor of, you can cancel 3. This is 3 into 4, x equals 3 into 5 y. You can cancel 3 from both sides. So this implies 4x equals to 5y. Now it is asking the again it is asking the loss percent. So loss percent, okay, loss percent. So loss will be, this is loss percent. So we can calculate the loss percent based on the cost price and selling price of one pencil. Because if the percentage of loss for one pencil will be the same, oh no, it will not be the same. So this percentage, then the loss percent is, it is not mentioned for how many pencils. It is just said that the cost price of 12 pencils is equal to the selling price of 15 pencils. Let's assume that it is asking the loss percent for one pencil. So loss loss for one pencil will be equals to what will be the loss for one pencil? Loss of one pencil means it will be, the loss means is CP minus SP. SP must be less than CP. So the loss for one pencil is CP minus XP, that is X minus Y. Okay, so this is the loss. This implies loss percent is loss for one pencil divided by cost price of one pencil multiplied by 100, this percent. The loss we know for one pencil is X minus Y, and the cost price of one pencil we know is CP is X. So this into 100%. Now in this expression we can substitute from this 4x equals to 5y that we have earlier found, we can say x equals 5 by 4y. Now in the loss percent we can substitute x with 5 by 4y. So we get 5 by 4y minus y divided by 5 by 4y. This into 100%. Now this becomes 5y by 4 minus y is y by 4, and we have in the denominator 5y by 4 is multiplied by 100%. Y cancels out and we get y by 4 cancels out, and this is 100 by 5%. This equals 20%. So the loss percent is 20%. The loss percent is 20%. So the answer is A, choice A. Answer is choice A. Okay, let's do question number 8. If the cost price of 4 toffees be equal to the selling price of 3 toffees, then the gain percentage, it is similar to question number 7, but let's do it anyway. Cost price, so let cost price of 1 toffee be X, let selling price of 1 toffee be Y. So it is given that therefore Therefore, cost price of 4 toffees equals to 4x, and selling price of 3 toffees is equal to 3y. It is given that the cost price of 4 toffees is equal to the selling price of 3 toffees. So we can say now that 4x equals 3y. This implies that x equals 3 by 4 into y. Now it is saying that then the gain percent is, we have to find the gain percent. Now gain for 1 toffee is the selling price minus the cost price of 1 toffee. This is selling price we have assumed to be y, and the cost price is x for 1 toffee. So gain for 1 toffee is y minus x. This implies gain percent. It has asked gain percent, right? Okay, so gain percent is gain percent per toffee is gain of 1 toffee divided by cost price of 1 toffee multiplied by 100%. Now gain for 1 toffee is y minus x, and cost price of 1 toffee is x into 100%. Now if we substitute x by 3 by 4 y, we get y minus 3y by 4 divided by 3y by 4 into 100. This equals y by 4 divided by 3y by 4 into 100%. Now y by 4 will cancel out and we will get 100 by 3%. 100 by 3%, this is the gain percent. So 100 by 3% is 33, 1 by 3%. So the answer is choice D. Answer is choice D. Okay, let's do question number 9. Question number 9 says that on selling an article for rupees 144, a man loses 10%. Okay, at what price should he sell it to gain 10%? Okay, so from the first data, it is given that selling price is given to be equal to 144, and also the loss percent is given to be 10%. This implies we can find the cost price. The cost price, if CP is the cost price, let's say let CP be the cost price. This implies SP should be, since there is a loss of 10%, SP should be 10% less than CP. This is 100 minus 10% of CP. This is equal to 90% of CP. This is 9 by 10 CP. Now this is the selling price. Now the selling price is already given to be rupees 144. So we can say that 9 by 10 CP equals to 144. This implies CP is rupees 144 into 10 divided by 9. This is rupees 9 divides 144 with 116. So 160. 160 is the cost price. Now it is saying that at what price should he sell it to gain it 10%? To gain 10% based on the cost price, which is rupees 160. So if the new selling price, so that it will have a gain of 10% on the cost price, should be equal to 10% more than cost price. This is equal to 100 plus 10% of cost price, means rupees 160. This is 110% of rupees 160. This equals 110 divided by 100 multiplied by rupees 160. 0 cancels, 0 cancels, 0 cancels, 0 cancels. So this is rupees 11 into 16. 16 into 11. 16. 176. 176 should be the selling price, so that there will be a gain of 10%. So the answer is choice C. Okay, let's do question number 10. Question number 10 says that a vendor bought lemons at 6 for a rupee. I mean, the cost of the purchase price of 6 lemons is 1 rupee, and sold them at 4 for a rupee. That is, the selling price of 4 lemons is 1 rupee and the cost price of 6 lemons is 1 rupee. Then it is asking his gain percentage. Okay, so cost price of 1 lemon is cost price of 1 lemon. Since it has asked to find the gain percent, the gain percent or the loss percent has to be based on the cost price and selling price for a fixed number of lemons. So it is for this kind of problem, you can always consider the cost price and selling price of 1 lemon. So it is given that the vendor bought lemons, 6 lemons for a rupee. So cost price of 1 lemon should be 1 by 6. Rupee 1 by 6. Cost of 6 lemons is rupee 1. So cost of 1 lemon should be rupees 1 by 6. Similarly, selling price of 1 lemon. Selling price of 1 lemon should be, it is given that the vendor sold 4 lemons for a rupee. So the selling price of 1 lemon is rupees 1 by 4. Therefore, which is greater? Definitely 1 by 4 is greater. So SP is greater, which means gain is equal to SP minus CP, and this gain is based on 1 lemon. So this is rupees 1 by 4 minus rupees 1 by 6. This is rupees, how much? 12 is the LCM. So this is 6 minus rupees 4 divided by 12. So this is rupees 1 by 6. Rupees 1 by 6. This is the gain. This implies gain percent equals gain divided by CP multiplied by 100%. Now gain is 1 by 6. CP is 1 by 6. We have 100%. This is nothing but 1 by 6 cancels out. So this is 100%. Now the answer is not given as 100%. Why? There is no choice for 100%. So I have done some calculation mistake. Let's see A vendor bought lemons at 6 for a rupee. So 6 lemons, purchase price of 6 lemons is 1 rupee. Therefore, cost price of 1 lemon is rupees 1 by 6. Okay. Selling price of 1 lemon is rupees 1 by 4. Okay. Therefore, gain per lemon is SP minus CP, which is rupees 1 by 4 minus rupees 1 by 6. And okay, I did mistake. This will not be 6. Oh God, this will not be. So this is 3 and this is 2. So this will be rupees 1 by 12. Gain is rupees 1 by 12. So this is 1 by 12. So now this is, if we simplify this, this becomes 6 into 100 divided by 12 percentage. This is 6 divides 2 and 2, 50. So the gain percent is 50. So the answer is choice A. Let's do question number 11. The questions of this MCQ exercise, MCQ, are quite straightforward. There is no difficulty at all in solving any of this problem except this one, the question number 5, where the word outlay was, I couldn't understand the word outlay. Anyway, the hint is given. If you read the hint, you can obviously solve the problem. Okay, back to question number 11. On selling a chair for rupees 720, a man gains 20%. The cost price of the chair is, so these are all pretty straightforward question. Okay, so selling price is given to be rupees 720 and there is a gain percent is given to be 20. So what is the cost price? If there is a gain, so gain is 20% of CP. Gain is 20% of CP. This is CP, we do not know. So this is 20 by 100 multiplied by CP. This is CP by 5. Now gain we know, and therefore SP should be, if we know the cost price, which is CP, and if we know the gain, the SP should be CP plus gain. This equals CP plus CP by 5. This is 6 by 5 CP. And the SP is given. The SP is given. So we can say 6 by 5 CP equals rupees 720. So this implies CP equals rupees 5 by 6 multiplied by 720. So this is 120 and this is rupees 600. Rupees 600. So the answer is choice D. Okay. Now, when you are given, so one thing please note that when you are given SP gain percent, you have to find CP, or you are given CP loss percent and or profit percent, you have to find SP. There are various ways of applying the basic fundamental concepts of SP, CP, gain percent and loss percent. For this example, I have initially found, so for this example, there is a gain percent is given and SP is given. So from the gain percent, assuming that the cost price is CP, I have found the gain from the gain percent. So gain was I have found to be in terms of CP by 5. Now, and then I have in terms of CP, I have found the SP, and I have got SP in terms of CP and equated that to the given SP. This is one way of doing. Another way of doing, you could have done in another way, is that from the gain percent, you know that what is the formula between SPCP and SPCP and SPCP and gain or gain percent. So gain, if so, I have first found a gain. Now, instead of finding the gain, I could have directly computed SP from the fact that there is a gain of 20%. If there is a gain of 20%, definitely SP would be 20% more of CP. This is nothing but 100 plus 20% of CP. This equals 120% of CP. From here also, I would have got SP in terms of CP, and then I would equate that to given absolute value of SP, which is rupees 720. So this was another way of doing. So there might be various ways, various methods of solving a problem. You stick to the problem, stick to the method that you feel most comfortable and which you understand completely. Without understanding any formula, please don't use that formula. You have to first understand the concepts and how the formulas are used, only then use them. Because without understanding the formula, if you blindly memorize them, it will not help you in the long run. Okay. So the reason I talked about this is that you might be seeing that I'm solving the problems in various ways. So this is not an issue if I solve, if I approach a particular, if my approach for different problems is different. Like for this problem, I first found what is the gain, and then from the gain, and using the gain and CP, I found SP. But I could have also directly found SP from the gain percent. So it may not be the fact that you will always solve a problem using a very specific method using the concepts. You might solve different problems using different methods, but the fundamental concepts are same. Fundamental concepts need to be very clear, and they will always remain the same. So it doesn't really matter if we solve different problems using different approach. Okay, let's do the final problem, that is problem number 12. It says that on selling a stool for rupees 630, a man loses 10%. The cost of the price of the chair is. Okay. On selling a stool, so we are given SP and we are given loss percent. So from SP and loss percent, you have to find CP. Now, if you have memorized some formula of finding CP from SP and loss percent, that is fine. You can go ahead with that. But I always recommend not to memorize a lot of formulas. Always have the fundamental concepts clear, and using the fundamental concepts, you can always solve any complex or bigger problem. So now there could be various ways of solving methods of various steps of solving a problem using the fundamental concepts. So that is not a problem. You can always do that. Whatever approach, whatever concept, whatever steps comes to your mind using the fundamental concepts, please follow that. So it is asking the cost price of the chair. So right now I will say let CP, the cost price, be X. I'm assuming a variable. I may not assume CP to be X. I could have easily solved this problem just using CP. But it's okay to assume an unknown quantity as a unknown variable. So let CP be X. If that is so, then it is given that there is a loss percent. loss percent is 10%. So loss percent is given to be 10%. Now, if you know the loss percent, we can find the loss. The total loss amount is 10% of the CP. Loss percent and gain percent is always based on CP. So this is 10% of X because I have assumed CP to be X. This is 10 by 100 of X. This is X by 10. So the loss is X by 10. This implies if there is a loss and if we know the cost price and we know the loss, so definitely we will know the selling price. Selling price will be cost price minus loss. So this is CP is X and loss is X by 10. So this is 9X by 10. SP is 9X by 10 and it is given that SP is rupees 630. So we can say 9X by 10 equals 630. This implies X equals 630 into 10 by 9. This is 70. So X is rupees 700. X is rupees 700. And the answer is choice C. Now, one thing to note is that what to note, I was having something in my mind. Oh, I forgot. I was thinking something. SP, I was thinking. No, forgot. Anyway, so this is end of solving the MCQ problem, exercise 11B. I hope this video will be beneficial to you, and always try to solve any problems from the exercise or MCQ or the test paper or the test paper that I will prepare yourself, and only when you are stuck you should see the solution of my video. So if this video was beneficial to you, then please like it, share it with your friends, and also please support me by subscribing to my channel if you are not yet subscribed, and if you are watching my videos regularly and my videos are beneficial to you, it will help me grow my channel, and it will also motivate me to come up with these kind of videos on regular basis. So the next video will be on solving the test paper, I think test paper 11 of this chapter, profit and loss. So please stay tuned for the next video tomorrow on the solving the test paper 11. So until then, take care and bye.